Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
An entire island without power, Hurricane Fiona hits Puerto Rico. Good evening and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Dua Estrar. Emily Haugen is off tonight. Hurricane Fiona has made landfall as Category 1 along Puerto Rico's southwestern coast. So far, power has been knocked out across the entire island and it could take days to restore. David Daniel has the latest.
Hurricane Fiona has already knocked out power to the entire island of Puerto Rico. The main supplier of power warning that it could take several days for full restoration. This blackout comes 5 years after Hurricane Maria devastated Puerto Rico's power grid. CNN's Leila Santiago spoke to a woman in San Juan who says this is nothing new for Puerto Ricans.
She was a year without power after Hurricane Maria. ¿Y tú piensas en eso cuando la lluvia baja así ahora? I'm asking her if that's what she thinks about when the rain comes. She says every single time that there's rain that comes down for 3 or 4 days, they go weeks without power.
This is video from Sunday morning, where you can see strong waves crash on the beach in San Juan as Hurricane Fiona gathered strength over the island, parts of which could see up to 25 inches of rain from the Category 1 storm. Before it even reached the island, Fiona was wreaking havoc as a tropical storm. Check out this picture of a landslide in Guaynabo from Saturday night. Meanwhile, this was the scene in Guadalupe, southeast of Puerto Rico, where flooding devastated the capital Saturday, killing at least 1 person. Fiona becomes the 3rd hurricane of the 2022 Atlantic hurricane season, and the National Hurricane Center is forecasting catastrophic flooding across Puerto Rico. I'm David Daniel reporting.
According to officials, around 120 shelters with 25,000 cots have been opened for people who need that shelter. Classes have been canceled for Monday, and authorities are encouraging government workers to stay at home. Emergency workers and 300 FEMA responders are working alongside the Commonwealth, according to Ann Bink, FEMA's Assistant Administrator for Response and Recovery.
All right, this is the latest on Hurricane Fiona. This is a Category 1 hurricane. Winds are at 85 miles per hour. This is moving to the west-northwest at 10 miles per hour. Here's the storm track. You can see it goes into Category 2 hurricane status, and then it goes to Category 3 as we go into your Wednesday. It stays at Cat 3 until we get to Friday with winds at around 110 miles per hour. Let's see if I can zoom out. You can see this cone. There's that Category 2 at Friday, Category 3 for Wednesday and Thursday. Outside right now, the radar scan showing a little bit of precipitation across the Coulee region. This is something we're going to keep an eye on as we go into the next several hours. Made it into the 70s and 80s today. Not bad at all. Right now, we're seeing temperatures in the 60s, 61 in Eau Claire, 57 Red Wing, 66 in La Crosse. Viroqua, good evening to you guys. You guys 64, 66 is the current temperature in Decorah. Now, Dua, coming up in the first alert forecast, we're going to talk about rain chances. We're going to talk about cooler temperatures. And I said this yesterday, there will be some places by the end of the week that won't even see highs in the 60s. We're talking 50s.
I don't know if I'm ready for that.
Oh, ready or not, here it comes.
All right. Thank you, Eric.
You bet.
The battle begins for the coolest thing made in Wisconsin. Last week, the competition announced over 100 nominees, including everything from delicious foods like frozen pizzas to complex technology like a power generator. La Crosse has a couple nominees, including spotted cow labels. The first round of voting begins tomorrow through Tuesday, September 27th. You can vote once each day after the first round. The 16 nominees will move on the Manufacturing Madness tournament. A water main running through the La Crosse River Marsh will temporarily shut down starting tomorrow. Those who live on the north side of the La Crosse River may be impacted by the construction. If you notice reduced water pressure, limit water use as it may affect laundry and toilet flushing. If you notice your water is discolored, it is not a health issue. Simply run your water until it is clear. Work is expected to be finished by Friday. Contact the La Crosse Utilities office with any questions. New Horizons is offering a new support group for survivors of domestic and sexual violence. The group is open to young women ages 17 to 24. They will meet Wednesdays evenings from 6 to 7:30 starting on September 28th through November 16th. The location will be revealed to individuals once they have registered. During the meetings, there will be a youth group for children of attendees. New Horizons says the group has a limited number of open spaces, so all attendees need to register by Wednesday, September 21st. To register, visit New Horizons website or email Ashley, the organization's outreach advocate. And a new nonprofit in La Crosse is helping people with transportation needs. Chariots for Hope helps community members who are in need of a vehicle. The nonprofit celebrated its launch party today at the Black River Beach with live music, snacks, and a program to inform the Coulee region about the charity. Cars are donated by members of the public and businesses. Chariots for Hope says some residents of the Coulee region have also donated their personal cars. Executive Director Nias Schaefer says he saw a decrease in affordable used cars. Schaefer says transportation is one of the biggest parts of life, and for some people it is difficult to move ahead without a vehicle.
Transportation is one of those things that is a major barrier for folks coming out of a situation where they might not have been able to have a vehicle or not been ready for a vehicle to start life over again.
Individuals can donate a car or volunteer. Chariots for Hope says it is always looking for volunteers who can repair and detail used cars. You can learn more about Chariots for Hope, including how to apply or nominate an individual, on their website, chariots4hope.org. You can also check out their Facebook page, Chariot 4 Hope, Wisconsin. And get ready to wake up bright and early tomorrow because it is almost time for the Oktoberfest Medallion Hunt, sponsored by Emerge 360. The first clue and all the clues until the medallion is found will be posted online at 6 in the morning. You can find that info at OktoberfestUSA.com and on the Oktoberfest Facebook and Instagram accounts. When looking for the medallion, don't dig, and remember to search within La Crosse city limits and on public property. The finder will receive Oktoberfest merchandise, a $500 cash prize, and a mini replica of the medallion. La Crescent's Apple Fest has come to a close, but one more celebration is in order. The King Apple Parade welcomed over 96 floats, bands, and other organizations, including your very own News 8 Now. We were in attendance there. Folks say there is no better way to close out a festival.
It brings people in, it introduces you to the community, it may be people that haven't been here, so then they can see all that our wonderful town has to offer.
Floats and bands were judged during the parade and received awards at the fest grounds. Today marked the 74th year of the parade. Well, Hispanic Heritage Month is underway, and one Hispanic doctor is using the month to raise awareness about the health barriers his community faces. But first, close early morning tomorrow to pay respect to the Queen. President Joe Biden and First Lady Jill Biden are in London for the late monarch's funeral.
Are you tired of looking out your dirty windows? Coulee Region Window Cleaning is here to help. Locally owned with honest and fair pricing, and satisfaction is always guaranteed. More than dirty windows? If it's on your house, we can clean it. Call 769-7048 today for your free quote and get $100 off your service. Coulee Region Window Cleaning, we're doggone good. Call 769-7048 today or visit CouleeRegionWindowCleaning.com.
By some measures, our economy is doing great. We've reached the lowest unemployment in state history. We have a record budget surplus. But there's another side too, rising prices for groceries, gas, and medications. Folks, that's a problem. That's why I have a plan to cap prescription drug prices, aggressively prosecute price gouging, and cut taxes by another 10% for working families. It's the right thing to do for Wisconsin and our economy.
Andy Pitts here at Chrysler Winona. Every day, people are telling me it's too expensive to buy a new truck. Well, we can help. During Ram Power Days, lease a new Ram 1500 Warlock Quad Cab for $349 down and $349 per month plus tax and license. Or treat yourself to a new Ram 1500 Bighorn or Laramie Crew Cab, up to $5,000 off MSRP or 0% for 72 months. We have lots of ways for you to save, so get to ChryslerWinona.com or visit us in downtown Winona.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now, our community, your station.
President Joe Biden and First Lady Jill Biden are in London paying their respects to the late Queen Elizabeth II. The Bidens are among hundreds of world leaders and dignitaries who will attend the monarch's grand state funeral tomorrow morning. Terry Okita has the latest from London.
President Joe Biden placed his hand on his heart as he and the First Lady paid their respects to Queen Elizabeth II at Westminster Hall. Later, the first couple signed a condolence book.
To all the people of England, all the people of the United Kingdom, our hearts go out to you, and you were fortunate to have had her for 70 years. We all were. The world's better for her.
Mr. Biden is just one of 13 U.S. presidents the Queen met during her 70-year reign.
She was the same in person as her image. Decent, honorable, and all about service.
The Bidens then joined King Charles III and dozens of other kings, queens, and heads of state at a reception at Buckingham Palace.
President Biden is among 500 world leaders and dignitaries attending the Queen's funeral. Now, the largest, most complex security operation in London's history is underway to keep everyone safe.
More than 10,000 police and security personnel have been patrolling the city. Members of the armed forces and volunteer marshals will join them on duty for Monday's funeral.
We've got help from every force across the country and indeed from some forces further afield.
At least 1 million people are expected to take to the streets to watch the funeral procession. And many thousands are waiting in line overnight for the final chance to file past the Queen's coffin before the doors close early tomorrow morning. Others placed flowers outside the Queen's residences, including Windsor Castle.
We felt it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity and also the last time we can pay our respects to the Queen.
It's a chance to participate in history while honoring the only monarch many have ever known.
The Queen's state funeral takes place tomorrow morning at Westminster Abbey. The late monarch will be laid to rest during a private ceremony at St. George's Chapel on the grounds of Windsor Castle tomorrow night. She will be interred next to Prince Philip, who died last year at the age of 99. And when we return, Venezuelan refugees are in Martha's Vineyard. One actor in a local play is helping out by breaking that language barrier.
And portions of the viewing area is under a dense fog advisory. We'll break everything down coming up on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
Professor Penny,
I need to take a 4-cheese quesadilla back to my lab.
I got you, girl.
It is mathematically impossible to fit 4 cheeses inside. Melty asadero, queso blanco, Monterey Jack, and cheddar.
And don't forget your choice of grilled chicken or hand-cut sirloin steak.
And chipotle lime sauce. I am running the data
And the answer is delicious.
Better get 2 for research purposes.
Try the new 4-cheese quesadilla, only at Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
Oh, I made it worse.
Are you looking for more in your next job? How about more pay with frequent wage increases? More advancement to promote from within? How about more time off? More benefits? More company incentives? And let's face it, more satisfaction. If you're looking for an employer who will offer you this and more, apply at Pilgrims in Arcadia today. www.pilgrims.com.
It's time for Jolivet Family Farms Fall Harvest. There's no substitute for homegrown freshness. Stop by today for some of Jolivet's homegrown raspberries, squash, crowd cabbage, popcorn, and large selection of apples. Hardy Mums are now in bloom and available at Jolivet's. Find distinctive crafts and decor, Wisconsin wines, take home some apple crisp, apple pies, caramel apples, and apple cider donuts from our homemade bakery. Buy fresh, buy local. Open daily year-round. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
Ram Tough. It's perfect for us at Pischke Motors. We've got some pretty tough customers.
Ram Power Days is your opportunity to save big on Ram now through October 3rd. Get a 2022 Ram 1500 Bighorn 4x4 or a 2022 Ram Laramie with 0% financing for 72 months. Stop by in West Salem or La Crosse and test drive one today.
Ram and Pischke Motors, getting the job done.
CityCam 8 is brought to you by The Board Store. Are new windows in your future? We're a Pro Via Platinum dealer with certified installers. We'll help you find the best style, color, and glass options for your budget. Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Our community, your station.
September 15th marked the beginning of Hispanic Heritage Month, and Mayo Clinic doctor is celebrating by raising awareness in his own community. In the United States, there are over 60 million people with a Hispanic heritage, but few seek medical care. Transplant cardiologist Dr. Juan Carlos Leone Moreno says obesity affects nearly 35% of Hispanics in the nation. He says a Western diet, lower socioeconomic status, and a lack of access to health care may be part of the reason. Language and cultural barriers can prevent Hispanics from seeking medical care. Leone says being a part of the Hispanic community has helped him break some of those barriers.
To break that language barrier, be able to talk in their same language, definitely makes a difference in terms of how much the patient will share with you in terms of their medical problems, psychosocial problems, or barriers that they might have in order to get the adequate access to health care or treatment.
Leone says obesity can lead to further health issues, including diabetes and cardiovascular problems. By going to a doctor sooner rather than later, health issues can be diagnosed at the beginning stages. Leone says it's always better to prevent a disease rather than treat it. The U.S. migrant crisis is growing after hundreds of migrants were sent to multiple cities without warning. Martha's Vineyard residents have been in need of resources, including translators. One actor has provided the support that the town needs. Adriana Rosas Rivera reports from Massachusetts.
Officials tell us around 50 Venezuelan refugees arrived on Martha's Vineyard yesterday, catching the island by surprise. One thing they needed, translators, and a Rhode Islander acting at a play here is helping to do just that.
These are beautiful people, and what has happened is a tragedy.
An acting gig turned humanitarian crisis. Providence native Eric Robles has been on Martha's Vineyard for a month and a half as part of the cast of a Latino play. Yesterday, when around 50 Venezuelans were sent to the island unannounced, the cast was asked if they could serve as Spanish-language translators.
It was incumbent upon me to come here to help my people. I'm Dominican and Puerto Rican, so I know what that immigrant story is like. I never experienced it, and it breaks my heart to even think of what these people are going through, nonetheless see it.
Volunteers have set up the refugees at St. Andrew's Parish in Edgartown, providing shelter, clothing, food, and even translated legal services.
Entonces, no sabía que el viaje era para acá.
One refugee who asked to remain anonymous told us he was offered a flight to Massachusetts, but did not know he'd be sent to the vineyard. And Robles said some Venezuelans tell him they're glad to be here, while others disagree.
Others are very timid. Others feel very betrayed because they were told one thing and then they were just dropped off here randomly.
As for how the refugees arrived here and who organized the flights, officials say that's still unclear. On Martha's Vineyard, I'm Adriana Rosas Rivera, 12 News.
Massachusetts state agencies are working with nonprofit groups to ensure migrants have access to a wide range of services, including legal assistance and health care. Well, it was quite sunny out today. Eric, I gotta say, I was looking forward to that fall weather when we were walking out in Applefest, and I was kind of disappointed.
Yeah, well, that's going to come as we go into the first part of next week, but we're really going to drop the temperature as we go into the second half of the work week. Good evening, everybody. We have a dense fog advisory in effect for the areas shaded in gray, so from Preston, Winona, Black River Falls, Eau Claire, up to Ladysmith. This goes into effect until Monday morning at 9 a.m. And here's the reason why. Here's the fog tracker, and you can see at midnight the visibility is starting to get pretty low across the area. Some places as we go into the overnight hours into your Monday morning, zero visibility. So allow yourself extra time to get from point A to point B in the morning, and then by the 10, 11 o'clock time frame, it's out of here. Outside right now, we have clear skies. Outside, 66 degrees is the current temperature at the airport. Same story at the TV station. Dew point's at 63. So with that temperature and that dew point very close together, that means that fog is going to start occurring later on in the evening. So you definitely want to keep an eye on that. Winds will be out of the north-northwest at this hour at 3 miles per hour. Made it to 81 today after a morning start of 66. 75 and 53 is where we should be for this time of year. So when you wake up in the morning, temperatures in the 40s and 50s will greet you. 48 in Black River Falls, 49 in Sparta, 55 the Double Nichols and La Crosse, 53 in Decorah, 51 in Preston, 50 in Red Wing. We take a look at Sky Tracker and you can see the clouds and that fog start to pick up as we go into the morning hours. It's out of here by the afternoon hours. We'll see a mixture of sun and clouds for your Monday afternoon. By Monday evening going into Tuesday morning, we start off with partly cloudy skies. Then we'll see a renegade thunderstorm push its way through the area as we go into the 4 o'clock time frame between 3 and 4 o'clock over towards La Crosse. By the 4 o'clock time frame over towards Sparta. By the 5 o'clock time frame, you can see it over towards the Dells area, and then it's out of the viewing area by the 7 o'clock time frame, but we're going to stay mostly cloudy. And again, I'm not going to run another shower chance in the afternoon and early evening hours. Highs on Monday. There you go, back into the 70s and 80s. We have one more day with temperatures in the 80s after that, and then we got to keep an eye on this. Watch what happens as we go into Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. This upper level low is going to push its way through the Cooley region. Keep in mind, fall starts on the 22nd. What's going to happen is once this front pushes through, that temperature is going to change like that. We go from temperatures in the upper 80s to temperatures in the 60s. Matter of fact, here's the next 8 days. Go to 87 Tuesday, 70 on Wednesday, 63 Thursday, 61 Friday. Some places, especially towards the Viroqua area, won't even see that. You guys will see temperatures in the upper 50s. Back into the upper 60s for Saturday and Sunday. The remainder of the 7-day or the 8-day shows temperatures going into the upper 60s for Sunday as well as Monday with mostly sunny skies. We have the rain chances in the forecast Tuesday, Wednesday going into Friday. So Dua, there you go. There's your fall weather this coming weekend.
I am a happy gal for the rest of the week. I can promise you that. All right. Thank you so much, Eric.
You bet.
All right, and now it's time to announce the Choosing Picturing Our Community photo for the week. This week's winner is Nicholas Walton of La Crosse with a picture of the American Queen. Every week, we pick a photo to be shared in our gallery on website at news8000.com and socially on our News 8 Now Facebook page, Twitter, and Instagram. If you would like to participate, just head to news8000.com, click on Submit Photos and Videos under the Home tab, then click on Picturing Our Community and enter your photo. A new winner will be chosen every Friday, announced Sunday night, then showcased online Monday morning. And coming up after the break, we have the latest on the Packers as their game has finished with Chicago. And the Brewers are still trying to get in the playoff picture. Kate is in next with it all.
News 8 Sports is brought to you by Mayo Clinic Health System. Whether you need routine care or treatment for a complex condition, Mayo Clinic Health System has convenient and safe options for the care you and your family need.
Jerry here with Stockman's of Osseo, where we have the area's largest selection of snacks for all seasons. Popcorn and peanuts, summer sausage, crackers, cookies, and the classics like box chips, where we have all your beverages to wet your whistle.
They're destroying America and our livelihoods. Now, DC elites are spending big on Brad Paff. The same Beltway bigwigs who wasted taxpayer money that bailed out elite golf courses and luxury hotels are now bankrolling Brad Paff's campaign because Brad Paff supported their big spending, price-hiking, reckless schemes. And that's why we can't send him to Washington. Congressional Leadership Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
To everyone who loves great food, let us make you a meal the Wisconsin way.
We cook each Butterburger to order for you and the people you love, so it's the best part of your day.
The best.
The best.
And every creamy scoop of fresh frozen custard, pure happiness.
Pure happiness.
Pure happiness. Because where Culver's comes from.
And the heart of America's Dairyland.
Our love.
Our love for fresh food is as strong as our love for all of you.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Dear gas prices, Toyota's hybrid lineup says, go take a hike, because we bring efficiency with power and savings with style. Think you can stand in our way? We got this. Toyota Hybrids.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Jerry here with Stockman's of Osseo, where hunting boots just arrived. Right, Patty? with a large selection of Rockies, Muck, Bog, Red Wings for men and women. And we'll be looking for you even in the boot department. Hey, she just gave me the boot.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Clinic Health System. Here's News 8 Now's Kate Overton.
Well, here we go. The Packers with the late game tonight, hosting the Bears at Lambeau Field. A lot of eyes on the offense, wanting to see how they respond to a poor showing week 1. Good news, Allen Lazard and Elgin Jenkins both playing tonight. Bakhtiari still out. Now, Sunday night games are always so tough because if they're still playing, I can't show any of the highlights. But lucky for us, the game ended moments ago, so we have them. The Packers hosting the Bears for Sunday Night Football. Early on in this one, Rodgers on 2nd and long, going for it all to Lazard, but the pass just gets broken up and the Pack settle for a field goal. Now, Bears march down for a touchdown, but the Packers would answer. Ball in the 15, and Jones takes the handoff, hits the hole, and into the end zone for the score. That puts the Packers back on top. Now, later in the half, Green Bay threatening again, this time a little touch pass to Jones in motion, and he's too quick. Gets across the goal line for the score. Rodgers' 450th career passing touchdown. Then, with just seconds left in the half, Rodgers to Lazard, and this time he completes it for the touchdown. Lazard, first touchdown of the season, and doing a little ayahuasca celebration in honor of Rodgers. The Packers scored 21 unanswered in the second quarter, and a pretty quiet second half, however, as the Packers go on to win. 27-7 was the final score, so they're going to improve to 1-1 on the season. They get their first win at Lambeau Field. They'll make the trip to Tampa Bay next Sunday to take on a 2-0 Buccaneer squad. Now, Tampa Bay's leading receiver might be suspended after they got into a fight with the Saints earlier today, but regardless, Rodgers versus Brady, that will be must-see television. So we don't have any post-game highlights or post-game sound because the game just finished up. But our own Rob Schiff will have plenty of post-game reaction tomorrow evening. And for you Vikings fans, you had the day off to just relax and enjoy a bunch of great games, but all eyes are on Minnesota tomorrow night for Monday Night Football. They're in Philly taking on the Eagles, and they're coming off of a huge win last week over the Packers. One of the biggest stories coming out of that game was how impactful Justin Jefferson was. But it's a new week, so Jefferson and the team are locked in on tomorrow night.
They have some great players on the defense for sure, but they have some things that we've seen that we can get them with. Definitely some schemes and some play calls that we feel will work against them, but we're not really sure too much of how they're going to play us, so I guess we'll see when we get there. Celebrate it, of course, but I mean, it's a quick transition. Don't want to hold on to the old games for too long. Definitely move forward to Philly and start watching film on them.
All right, now Jefferson and the Vikings will look for a big game tomorrow night. The kick's set for 7:30 p.m. again against the Eagles. All right, let's refocus. Sundays are filled with football, but the Brewers are still trying to squeak into the playoff picture. They've won 2 straight over the Yankees and started the day 1 game out of that last wild card spot, and they need all the help they can get. Brewers trying to sweep Judge and company and looking good early on, leading 3-1. Tyrone Taylor comes up and blasts one out to center for a solo shot to make it 4-1. But that would change in a hurry. Aaron Judge comes up to the plate, and you can't really pitch anywhere to him because he does stuff like this. A solo shot to right field, his 58th of the year, and he wasn't done. To the 7th, Yankees leading by 5, and Judge again, this time pulls it to deep left for another solo shot, his 2nd of the game, 59th of the year, now just 3 shy from breaking the AL home run single season record. How can this guy not be MVP? This one was a little out of hand late, but in the game, Rowdy Tellez with a good blast to right field. That's deep enough for a 2-run shot. That's his 31st of the season, but the Brewers dropped this one 12-8. And the Twins, they need a lot of help. 7 games behind their opponent, the Guardians. 2nd inning scoreless game, but Jake Cave is going to put an end to that. A solo shot to left field, and the Twins start on top. Now skipping ahead to the 9th inning, Twins threatening, bases loaded for Luis Arraez, and he delivers a base knock into center field. 2 runs come in to score, and the Twins get some insurance and close it out. So with a Padres win and a Phillies loss, that puts the Brewers at 2 games back of Philly for the 3rd spot, and it doesn't get any easier as they start a series with the Mets beginning on Tuesday. And the Twins are still in deep water, trailing the Guardians by 6 games after today, but they can get another game back tomorrow afternoon for their final game in that series. That's all I have for sports, and we'll be right back.
Enjoy time with your family by financing your adventurous side with Union State Bank. Whether you are looking to finance your dream home, boat, snowmobile, UTV, vehicle, or camper, we can make your dreams become a reality. Contact one of our lenders in West Salem or Black River Falls for all your loan financing needs. Make life even more enjoyable by banking with Union State Bank. Union State Bank, where customers and community come first. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome to the brand new Holiday Inn Express and Suites. Whether you're here for business, family events, or a weekend getaway, we've got you covered. Overtired? Overworked? Lay down in one of our super comfy beds. Got kids? Our adjoining rooms are perfect for a restful night's sleep. Let the kids burn off energy in our kiddie pool while you relax in our hot tub. Come check in and check out our brand new Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Onalaska, La Crosse.
You've got a problem. Your furnace is not working. There's a simple fix for that. Well, simple for us. We are G&T Heating and Air Conditioning, and we are experts in fixing your furnace. We have been serving the Cooley region for over 25 years and have the best service techs in the area. They are friendly too. We service all makes and models. If you want fast, reliable service, just give us a call. We are happy to help.
Call G&T. The best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
Cooley Auto, La Crosse's only dealership specializing in southern rust-free vehicles, is now offering late-model, low-mile vehicles. Vehicles to fit every budget and lifestyle, including high-end premium vehicles. Choose Cooley Auto. Friendly salespeople, top-notch service, and good quality vehicles.
Cooley Auto, specializing in rust-free southern and late-model, low-mileage premium vehicles.
See us on Rose Street in La Crosse. Call or visit CooleyAuto.com today.
Joe Biden on Medicare for All.
It's going to raise taxes on middle-class people.
Medicare for All would double your income taxes, ban employer-provided and union health plans, and bankrupt Medicare for seniors. Mandela Barnes still supports Bernie Sanders' socialist takeover of your health care.
Medicare for All is the easiest way to get us to universal health care.
Mandela Barnes, more liberal than Joe Biden, way too liberal for Wisconsin.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
A handful of senior citizens got the chance to ride around town in a pretty cool set of wheels. Riders of Southern Maine took the residents of Pine Point Center along for the ride. Organizers say the residents had a smile on their face the entire time. Many of the residents say they used to ride a bike and the experience was like a trip down memory lane.
At Gillespie & Associates, we're invested in this community because it's our community, and it's our mission to help you plan your financial future so you can retire with more confidence. To see if you're on track to your financial goals, call Gillespie & Associates today.
Where does electricity come from? It comes from here. And here. And here. At Excel Energy, we work to keep that energy safe, reliable, and more affordable by constantly monitoring and protecting the grid. Because while it's important where electricity comes from, we're just as focused on where it's going. This is how the future is made.
Habitat for Humanity La Crosse area, New Ground, Cooley Region Ecoscapes, and Grow La Crosse are proud to announce the launch of Phase 1, an exciting new project to revitalize La Crosse and make it an even better place to live, work, and play. Help support us in getting this project completed. Join us for a ribbon cutting on September 10th to learn more about the project and why it's important to the community. Information can be found at habitatlacrosse.org/renewtheblock.
These are actual crime scenes across Wisconsin. Yet Mandela Barnes supports defunding the police.
The minute you talk about reducing a police department's budget, then it's like all hell breaks loose, and everybody acts like you're signaling Armageddon. But that's not the case. It's about reallocating funds.
And where did your tax dollars get reallocated to? More police security for Barnes. Mandela Barnes. Less safety for you, more for him. Wisconsin Truth Pack is responsible for the content of this advertising.
This is our community. And while the present moment may feel unpredictable, we are here to help you stay focused on the future. So stay safe, stay strong, and stay confident with Gillespie and Associates.
One final look at your 8-day shows temperatures in the upper 70s for tomorrow, mid to upper 80s for Tuesday. Then we nosedive. We go to the 60s for Thursday and Friday, upper 60s for the weekend.
All right, thank you for watching News 8 Now. We'll see you back here tomorrow.